I love Christmas because I get to see my whole family and we get to give presents to each other. I think it is so much fun shopping for presents because I get to think about all of the things my family might like. I especially love having all of the kids together so my son can play with all of his cousins. My husband is from New Zealand and his family traditions are to go to the beach early in the morning to play sports as a family and go for a swim. For lunch we sit near the beach and eat fish and chips. In the afternoon we always have a big Christmas dinner with my parents. My husband's favourite Christmas food is fish and chips and egg and ham sandwiches. My favourite Christmas foods are ham and all sorts of seafood. My mum also makes lots of desserts. My favourites are pavlova and trifle. When my family wakes up in the morning, we have breakfast together. Usually at Christmas, we have avocado and prawns on toast. Then we open our presents. After breakfast and presents, my family go to meet my husband's family at the beach to play sports and eat lunch. Next, we go back to my parents' house to have dinner with my parents, my grandparents, aunties and uncles, and my brother and sister.
Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my Christmas at home in Ireland. So I love Christmas and I think it's very different to what you guys experience here in Australia. In Ireland it is super cold, especially at Christmas time, and we often get snow. So I love the fact that it's so cold and everything outside and everybody gets cozy and warm inside. There's always a fire lighting in my house and we love to sit around the fire and share stories. For Christmas dinner we eat turkey and ham, so that is our traditional Christmas dinner, and we love to have lots of gravy and potatoes and lots of vegetables. So it's always a big dinner and we're always so full after it. When we finish our dinner, often we go for a little nap because we are so tired and full of food that we just need to lie down and take a nap. One of the traditions that we have in my house is that we go to Mass on Christmas Eve. So we often go to midnight Mass, which starts at 12 a.m. So we go, and then when we come home we'll sit around and have a cup of hot chocolate and then go to bed. Normally we open our presents on Christmas morning, and different friends and family call around to our house to wish us a happy Christmas. So it's always a day full of family, friends, and lots of laughing and joy. I extra love Christmas, and it's a little bit different here in Australia, but it's a great experience as well. I can't wait to hear all about your Christmases.
Hi Grade 2, I'm here to talk about Christmas with my family and tell you all about the traditions that we have as a family. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what I love about Christmas. Now, it is my favourite time of year. I've even got some Disney ears here because I went to Disneyland on Christmas 2 years ago. Now, I love spending time with my family. It is the best time during Christmas time because everyone is very happy and joyful, and because we have such busy lives throughout the year, it is really nice to just sit and relax and share memories and funny stories together during Christmas time. I also love going Christmas shopping. That's one of my favourite things about Christmas because there's lots of Christmas carols playing at the shopping centres. I love buying people presents because I love to see their faces when they open it and how excited they get. I'm really excited this year because my niece is going to be 2 years old and she'll be so excited when she opens up her presents at the end of this year. Some of the traditions that my family have during Christmas time is to go to midnight Mass. Now we go to midnight Mass on Christmas Eve, and by the time the Mass is finished, we go home and we open up presents together. Now we don't go to bed till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because we're so busy opening presents. And we also have a traditional cake that we eat that's a Sri Lankan tradition, and it is called a brutha, and it has sultanas in it, and you put a little bit of cheese on the top if you like as well. I don't really like the cheese, but I put a bit of butter on top. This is something that my grandma makes for us every year, and there's also another cake called Christmas cake, and it's a very sweet cake with lots and lots of sugar in it. It is one of my family's traditions, and I have been eating that since I was a little girl. Another tradition that we have during Christmas time is we all cook together at lunchtime. So we will have, my mum and dad will cook one meal, and then my sister and her husband will cook another meal, and then me and my partner will cook the other meal. So it will be the entree, the main, and the dessert. I normally like cooking the dessert because I'm a sweet tooth. I love to eat something sugary. So last year I made a cheesecake. During Christmas time, there is so much yummy food. My favorite food that we eat as a family is a roast pork. Now, roast pork is one of my favorite things to eat, and the best part of it is the crackling. Making a good roast pork with some really good crackling, which my mum does, it's just the best during Christmas time. I also love seafood. My mum makes another thing, and it's got little prawns inside of it, and it has mayonnaise and sweet chili, and it is so delicious. You put it on some lettuce and you eat it together. It's a very yummy Christmas tradition in my family. On Christmas Day, it is a very busy day, and this is another big tradition for my family. We wake up and we go and start cooking straight away to have Christmas lunch together. After we finish Christmas lunch, we go and visit all of our family. So I will go and see my uncles and my aunties. Now this can take a long time because they live in different parts of Melbourne. So we could drive to the city to see my uncle, then we drive to St. Albans to see my auntie, and I've got 3 different families to go and visit that day. And then in the night time, I go to my partner's house and I spend Christmas with them because that's also part of my family. Another thing we do that isn't on Christmas Day but is the day after, it's on Boxing Day. My family and I have had a tradition since I was little, and that is to go Boxing Day shopping. So we wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on the 26th of December, and we leave the house by 7 and drive all the way to High Point, where we know we're going to get lots of sales on the clothes and everything that we want to get, so some toys, and we go shopping for hours. We don't come home until 4 p.m. So we're there the whole day, and then we come home and we have a nap because we are exhausted from shopping. Those are all of my family traditions during Christmas time. It is my favorite time of year, and I can't wait to hear about yours.
And now it's your turn. Tell us what your family traditions are during Christmas time. Now you can make a video of yourself explaining those things, or you can fill out the worksheet that's on Weebly. We can't wait to see it, and have fun!